A tearful Jackson Warne drove his mother and two sisters home from Essendon Airport in Melbourne on Thursday night after his father Shane's body was flown in from Thailand. The legendary cricketer, 52, died of a suspected heart attack at the Samujana Villas resort on the Thai holiday island of Koh Samui last Friday. His return to Australia was delayed for almost a week so local authorities could complete their investigation, before eventually ruling he died of natural causes. Jackson, 23, symbolically stepped up as the head of his family by taking the wheel of his dad's Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon as his grieving family members piled into the passenger seats, just moments after they had all gathered on the tarmac for Shane's emotional homecoming. The Warnes, including Shane's ex-wife Simone Callahan and his daughters Brooke, 24, and Summer, 20, were present to witness the leg spinner's coffin being carried off a private jet at about 8:30 p.m. It had been draped in the Australian flag when it left Don Mueang Airport in Bangkok earlier that day. Jackson considered his father his hero, and the two shared not only a striking physical resemblance, but also a passion for poker, sport and fast food. He said earlier this week nothing will ever fill the void his dad left behind. Sitting at the poker table, walking around the golf course, watching the Saints and eating pizza is never going to be the same, he said in a tribute. But I know all you ever wanted for me is to be happy, no matter what. You just wanted me to be happy, that's it. So that's what I'm going to do, try and be happy. I am going to miss you so much, Dad, and you were truly the best father and mate anyone could have asked for. During his appearance on 7 reality show SAS Australia in 2020, Jackson spoke of growing up in the shadow of his famous father, and how he wanted to make his dad proud while also being his own man. After handing in his armband when the Special Forces selection course became too much for him, Shane told his son he was proud of his efforts. I learnt so much. It's changed my life, Jackson told his father during a Skype call, before the sportsman smiled and told him, "That's awesome." When Jackson started to cry, Shane reassured him, "Oh, mate. You know what, I reckon you've done. You've pushed yourself so much. You've done unreal, mate." He added, "We love you. We're so proud of you. You've done awesome. Mate, we're so proud of you. You've done unbelievably well." Overcome with emotion, Jackson continued to cry as his dad told him to go and smash 20 burgers. Jackson, who lived with his father in Melbourne for the past 4 years, once said growing up in his dad's shadow was something he'd wrestled with. However, he was able to find peace with it eventually. "For me, all I had to do to switch that mindset was to realize that I didn't choose who my dad was, and what he did was bloody awesome," he revealed. The last photo Jackson shared on Instagram of his father was on January 31, when they attended the Australian Open with footballer Stephen Baker. Following his father's death, Jackson vowed to always be there for his younger sister Summer, who on Tuesday said she was struggling to cope with losing her beloved dad. Summer had posted on Instagram, "There are no words. It feels like I'm dreaming, waiting for someone to wake me up and tell me that you're okay." Commenting below her post, Jackson wrote, "I love you, Summer. I'm always going to be here for you, love heart emoji." Meanwhile, there are fears COVID may have played a part in Shane's death, after he contracted the virus twice just months apart. His family reported he had been having heart troubles in the weeks leading up to his death on March 4, while it has also been noted he suffered from asthma and was also a heavy smoker. Shane first contracted COVID in August last year while in England coaching the London Spirit and was placed on a ventilator to ensure he didn't suffer any lingering effects of the virus. His family, including his 3 children and their mother Simone, gathered at Melbourne's Essendon Airport on Thursday night as the body of the sporting icon returned home on a private jet, 6 days after his sudden death in Thailand. Australian government officials, including Australia's ambassador to Thailand, Alan McKinnon, were at Don Mueang Airport as the charter flight departed at about 8:30 a.m. local time on Thursday. A commercial Qantas flight from Bangkok to Sydney was also considered, but would have involved a transfer to Melbourne and would not have arrived at a private hangar, 9 newspapers reported on Tuesday. The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade also assisted Warne's family with the return of his body to Australia. A private memorial for Shane is expected to be held on March 20. A state funeral will be held on March 30 at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, with as many of Shane's fans as possible to be allowed to attend.